Hey, what's up everybody? I am Lad, Marlon Lad. And this is Little Mav again, my sidekick. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about lenses. We got to do this quick because I don't know how long Mav is going to last. Here. 8 years ago, I walked away from a career job to become an independent filmmaker. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. And I ain't going nowhere. So I'm going to give you advice for when I'm looking at lenses, okay? Now, first of all, you got to get what you can afford, okay? Your money takes you where you can go. So don't be trying to go get no real expensive lens if you can't afford it. Okay? Now, it's a lot easier to rent lenses than to buy lenses, okay? So what I usually do is rent lenses. Now, if you can afford to buy lenses, then that's the best case scenario. Then you don't have to worry about it. But first thing is prime lenses. Prime lenses they just have one focal length, like a 50mm. Okay, and usually the 50mm lenses, they have like a low aperture, which is good, like a 1.8 or a 2.0 or something like that. Now, those are the best to get, the prime lenses, but the only problem with that is you're going to be shooting a lot slower because you have to change out the lens every time. Like a 50mm lens might get you a medium close-up shot, but when you need a wide shot, or something like that, you're gonna have to change lenses, okay? So the zoom lenses, which might be like a 17 to 50 or something like that, which is the lens that I'm using right now. So those are really good to shoot like on the go, because you can get your wide shot and then you can get your close-up shot. But the quality is usually not as good as with the prime lenses. So what I would suggest is if you have time, make sure you use prime lenses. If you don't, if you're gonna be running gun, you can do the zoom lenses, just make sure you get a really good one. Like Canon has some really good ones. They have like a L series of lenses, which are top quality. Those are really good. There are some other companies that have some really good ones. My other advice is to also try out several different lenses to see which ones you really like that are going to be better for the film that you're shooting. The basic lenses that you will need though, you will need a wide lens. You will need a medium sort of close-up lens and a close-up lens. When you're talking about wide lenses, you're talking about a focal length of anywhere from 11mm all the way up to maybe 28mm. When you're talking about sort of medium close-ups or kind of in that area, like the kind of portrait shots, you're talking about a 35mm to maybe a 50. When you're talking about close-ups, then you want like maybe 85mm or something like that. The 85mm lens, I mean, everything depends on what aperture you have, but if you can't get 3 lenses or if you can't rent 3 lenses, but you want to use prime lenses, I would say go with the wide and go with the medium. And you're going to have to change those lenses out, but still, I think you'll be better served getting those instead of getting a wide and like a close-up lens. Like you will be very limited because there's a lot of stuff that happens in between the wide and the close-up. So there are as many lenses out there as there are like fish in the sea. So there's a lot of good brands. Canon has some really good brands. Canon can be expensive. Nikon has some really good lenses and they're cheaper than Canons. There's like a lot of new prime lenses that have come out as well. So what I would say do is rent these lenses and try them before you buy them. But always go with the lenses that have a low aperture, 1.0, 1.8, 2.0, 2.8, 4. Now you start getting higher, then you're going to be losing some quality and they're not going to be as good in low light. Rent lenses first to see what you like. Go with prime lenses if you can. If you cannot, then just find some really good zoom lenses and make sure that the aperture is low. Until next time, I am Lad, Marlon Lad. And this is Filmmaking 101.